Hi, my name is Max Gorelick, if you don't already know. It's been a long time since I posted videos to the internet in any way, in any structured way. One thing I'd like to make videos about is guitar technique, because I'm always working on technical stuff and I'm always learning things about my own playing. A lot of these things that I've been discovering recently, especially recently because I finished recording my debut album with the Mantle, and after that I've had a lot of time to work on guitar technique without having to record every day, and I've been learning a lot of things. I basically reshaped my entire picking technique in the last few months, and even as detailed as exactly where to put the guitar while playing, what strap height is ideal, and I've recently got the Strandberg Boden OS 7, which has been awesome and is basically the perfect ergonomic guitar. So I found myself thinking specifically about palm muting, whether or not to do it, when I was working on one of the solos of my song Sea Breather, which is on the debut album. And the part that I'm talking about goes like this. I was working on it by going very slowly and really accentuating the up and down strokes using this two-way pick switching. And two-way pick switching is something that has been, I think, recently popularized by Grady, who's done a ton of research on guitar players and guitar technique, has a lot of YouTube videos which I'll link in the description. Essentially, you're moving your hand up and down or rotating it along the axis of your arm, or the, I guess, perpendicular axis to your arm, like this. The idea is to come off the string in the most efficient way possible to hit the next string you're going to hit. I started by going through this solo like this. That's just the first part. And then I would speed it up and try to do the same type of thing with my hand. But I quickly noticed that as I got faster, I wasn't able to rotate my wrist really like this anymore, and I had to keep it pretty still. And as I got really fast, I basically couldn't rotate it this way at all, which is funny because that's what I'm practicing slow. So like, what's the point of practicing it slow if you can't do it, if the entire mechanic changes when you go fast? It's not that necessarily the mechanics change, they just get smaller. I think you'll achieve the same thing I did if you just start with this type of two-way pick switching and work on speeding it up. But that is what made me think about palm muting, because when I sped it up, as you can see, I'm not palm muting, because the way I was practicing it slow was without palm muting. You're not palm muting, and I don't think that you need to play that part palm muted at all. You can get through sections with minimal string noise, even on a very distorted sound like I have, a distorted tone. You can get through it without palm muting. The thing is, then palm muting becomes a choice rather than something that you just do. And so even though I can play this without palm muting, I've chosen to reintroduce it, but I'm coming at it from a different perspective now. Just barely move your hand close enough to the strings with trying to keep the same exact technique. You're going to obviously have to change your hand position from more this kind of overhanging wrist angle to actually touching the strings. But I'm trying to keep everything as similar as possible. So here's a small section of that solo, first not palm muted and then palm muted. And I'm not even fully palm muting. I actually prefer to play that lick just barely, just slightly palm muted to reduce string noise and for the tone. It really opened my eyes when I realized this, because it just gives you more possibilities. Like, once you understand that you don't have to do something, then you can choose where to do it and do it more tastefully in the future. So I plan on making a lot more videos like this, and also playthrough videos and demos of gear, because I've accumulated a decent amount of gear recently, and lots of other things to come. So share this video if you liked it, like it, comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm wrong or about anything, or if you have a different opinion. I'd love to hear it. So thank you for watching.